I wish I could do magic like Andre Jik, because if I could, then I would be able to show you a magic trick to convey the message I'm going to try and put on you in this video. It's about cryptocurrency and how it has the potential to make you filthy stinking rich. But it also has the potential to make you lose all your money and make it disappear into thin air within minutes. Sounds fun, right? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Reese, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about cryptocurrency as a whole, as what is going to be one of the first videos about me talking about this type of investment. There will be many more to come, and I hope you enjoy this one as much as the ones that I do eventually make on the topic. So last week, my crypto portfolio looked something like this. I made about $14,000 in the span of about a week, and then lost $10,000 in the span of about 25 minutes, and now we're here. At the moment, crypto is going crazy, or one of my favorite words, bunter. It is absolutely mad. There has been about $200 billion with a B, not an M, a B, added to the crypto market, which has brought the total market cap across all the coins available on the exchanges to about $500 billion. That is not an insignificant amount of money. Cryptocurrencies are generally identified as a digital currency where transactions are verified and records are maintained by a decentralized system, meaning no authority or no single government has control over the transparency of how these transactions and how this money moves, hence the word it being decentralized. The thing about cryptocurrency that lots of people don't understand is that a lot of the coins today have actual projects where they've got teams of people working on a product or a solution to a problem in the background, and your investment into those cryptocurrencies is what allows them to actually work towards making that project a viable and successful project that eventually will become something that creates value in the form of money. A good equivalent is any company on the share market. Realistically, Apple, let's say them, they'll take your money and they'll take that money and then they'll go use that money to grow their business and make sure that the products that they're making are the best they possibly can be, to then turn a profit, where then some of the profit will go back into your pockets as a thank you through the form of a dividend. It's the same concept with cryptocurrencies. It's the company or the team behind the cryptocurrency taking your money to build their product and turn it into a service that is profitable, where they can then give you some of the rewards. It's not the only reason, but now a lot of cryptocurrencies are doing this. So there are going to be a couple of points in this overarching video that I talk about, and one of them is how to actually get into crypto, in case you were wondering. In simple terms, the process goes something like this. Depending on what country you live in, you will need to create an account with a broker, in a very similar fashion to how you would need to create an account with a broker for buying shares on the share market. Again, it depends on what country you live in and what services are available to you. I've left a link in the description below to just a couple of the popular ones for a couple of countries and regions that may be applicable to you. But a simple Google search should pretty much show you who is going to be the most applicable to you based on where you live. I personally use CoinSpot because I live here in Australia, and that's the most popular one to use here, where I can then just directly deposit money from my bank account, from my savings accounts into the exchange, and then I can use the money on the exchange to then buy and trade, swap and sell cryptocurrency. At the moment, I am mainly invested in a cryptocurrency called VET or VeChain. Just for transparency, I'm not getting anything for saying this. It's just for you to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I am intending to make a video covering what VeChain is and why I'm really investing in it, not just the summary I'm giving you here, but as an overview. I really like the project that the team is working on. I'm interested to see where it's going to go, and I've actually put my money into it for the sake of taking a risk that potentially could pay off. And so far I am up on my investment, several $1,000s, with the potential for it to absolutely skyrocket, which is very exciting. So stay tuned for the video I do make covering that topic. Once you have purchased your cryptocurrency, so you've gone through the processes of creating the account, you've deposited money into your account, you've now bought your cryptocurrency, you can either leave your cryptocurrency on the exchange just like you would do with your investment, such as me using CommSec here in Australia. I leave my shares, like it's all tracked through CommSec, but you can also take your money off of an exchange and put it onto what's called a digital wallet. And I know lots of people that do this, and it's something that I definitely am considering doing at the moment. And basically it lets you just store your cryptocurrency on basically a USB stick that is safe and secure and only you can access, and you can take it off of the exchange and put it back onto the exchange at any moment's notice, giving you full control of where that money is being kept. There's pros and cons to both. Again, I'll probably be making a video as to why I think you should or shouldn't be using a wallet, and how to use a wallet, and why you should be using a wallet. And ultimately, that's a way you can basically ensure that your money is kept safe. Then once you decide that you want to sell or swap your tokens or coins, you can do so at any time through the exchange, just like you bought them, just in reverse. And this is literally it. That is the simple process of buying and selling. It takes a bit of setup, but it's nothing overly complex, and the actual systems put in place now are much better than they were a couple of years ago when crypto really was starting to get off its feet and started to get some traction, especially with the Bitcoin movement. The exchanges are becoming more refined every day. Regulation is coming in every day, and it is becoming a much better platform, a much more exciting thing to be investing into. And personally, I believe you should have some money in crypto if you can, purely based off of the fact that it's like a fresh share market starting up. In the future, some of these coins are probably going to be very profitable for people who invest in them now. I'm not a financial advisor, it's just I see the potential based on previous history with things like this, and like I say, there is some serious potential here. My own experience with cryptocurrency back in the day, I bought in with small amounts to altcoins, which are alternative coins, not the big players like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and I lost all of my money very quickly because I didn't know what I was doing. I hadn't done research into it, and it was a very volatile market. It still is, but it's definitely much more stable for some of the bigger coins. Again, not a financial advisor, but you can look at the charts, and now that they've been around for a few years, you can see that people are still putting money into these markets. So just a word of warning that I myself made some very silly mistakes, but I learned a lot from the mistakes that I made, and now it's kind of working out in my favor. Touch wood, I hope things continue on this path, but just word for warning, it is a very volatile market, and I'll touch on that in a second. But quickly, I just wanted to touch on a video that I saw made by Andrei Jikh, the guy that I kind of quoted at the start of this video, who is a very, very wise man, in my opinion, based on the videos that I've watched and the content that he puts out. It's actually very useful, and you should check him out. I am planning to react to one of his videos, but regardless, I just wanted to touch base on a very specific video he made recently. The concept he covers in the video basically says why you should be investing in the market, and he explains and breaks it down in a way that's actually really clever and really smart, in my opinion, and it will give you some more information about why you should be considering doing this. Now, go check it out if you want. I've linked it in the description below. It's very entertaining, and it's much better than the quality of this video. He has all the time in the world now. He's quit his job to actually pursue YouTube as a financial channel, and I'm kind of deviating from crypto here, but definitely check him out. Regardless of where you live, what he talks about is applicable to the whole world for the majority, and it's something that I think that you would actually benefit from watching. Again, not being paid to promote it, I genuinely think the content is fantastic. There are two things I want to stress before I close out this video, and the first thing is that I want to stress that if you're someone who is not comfortable with your money doubling and then halving or disappearing in the span of a very short period of time, I do not encourage you to invest in crypto. It's something that will definitely play in your mind, something that you'll be constantly checking, something that you will definitely go through a roller coaster of emotions for or through that investment. The other thing is that if you're someone who doesn't have the money to lose, don't get into crypto. It's the same thing again. The market is so incredibly volatile that you do not know what's going to happen, and your money could disappear very quickly. That being said, do your research, look into it. I encourage you to still look into it because it is an opportunity for people who have capacity to invest in it. Overall, I hope you take some steps to start your crypto journey. I hope that it works out for you in the future. I hope you've learned something in this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It really does help the channel out. And as always, I will see you in the next one.